Hello and welcome. If you've ever felt that typing on your smartphone is just a bit of a hassle, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to learn the absolute easiest way to send messages. And the best part, you won't have to type a single letter.
So let me ask you something. Does this sound familiar? You want to send a quick message, but that keyboard on the screen just feels so tiny, the letters are hard to hit, and frankly, the whole thing just feels like a chore.
Well, if you're nodding your head right now, I really want you to know that you are not alone in feeling that way. It's a very common hurdle, but there's a solution that's already built right into your phone. And trust me, it's so much simpler than you might think. So, what is this solution? It's a feature called voice to text. Sometimes you'll also hear it called dictation. It's really simple. It just listens to your voice and types out your words right there on the screen for you. It's like having a personal assistant.
And using it is as easy as 1, 2, 3. All you really need to remember is this simple rule. First, you tap the little microphone icon. Second, you speak your message. And third, this is important, you just give it a quick look over before you send it. That's it.
Okay, let's start with those of you who have an Apple iPhone. We're going to walk through exactly what you need to do, one step at a time.
Now, the great thing about this first step is that you'll probably only ever have to do it one time. We just need to tell your phone that you want to use this feature. So, just follow these 4 little taps in your settings and you'll be all set.
All right, now for the fun part. This is how you'll actually use it every day. Just open up your messages, tap where you'd normally start typing, and then look for that little microphone icon right on your keyboard. Give it a tap, start speaking, and just watch as your words magically appear on the screen.
Okay, if you have an Android phone, like a Samsung, a Google phone, or another brand, it's your turn. And don't you worry, the process is just as simple.
Now, just a quick note here. Because there are so many different kinds of Android phones, your screen might look a little different from what we're showing. But that's okay. The names of the buttons and the actual steps will be almost exactly the same. And just like we did with the iPhone, the very first thing we need to do is make sure the feature is turned on. You'll just pop into your settings and follow these steps to make sure voice typing is ready to go.
And as you can see, once it's all set up, the process is basically the same. You open your messages, tap in the text box to bring up the keyboard, find that microphone, and just start talking.
Okay, so you've got the basics down. That's fantastic. Now, let's learn a simple little trick to make your messages look really polished and easy for people to read.
Here's a really neat thing you can do. You can actually add punctuation just by saying the word. So, for instance, if you say the word comma or you say the word period, your phone knows exactly what to do and puts in the right symbol.
These are probably the most common commands you're going to use. Saying period at the end of a sentence or question mark becomes second nature really fast. And new line is super helpful if you want to start a new thought or a new paragraph.
Now technology isn't always perfect, is it? So if you run into a little snag, please don't get frustrated. We've got the simple solutions to the most common issues right here.
So what happens if you go looking for that little microphone icon and it's just not there? This is probably the #1 question people have when they're first getting started.
If that microphone icon is missing, it almost always just means the feature needs to be turned on in your settings. You can just follow the steps we've laid out here to find the right switch on either your iPhone or your Android.
Okay, let's talk about another common frustration. You feel like you're speaking clearly, but the phone just doesn't seem to be getting it right. It's typing the wrong word, or it mishears you. What can you do then?
Don't worry. A few small adjustments can make a really big difference here. Try speaking just a little bit slower and clearer than you normally would. And if you can, try to be in a quiet place, away from a loud TV or fan. And of course, always remember our third rule. Give it a quick read before you hit send.
All right, before we finish up, I think it's important that we take just a moment to talk about privacy, about when and where it's safe to use this feature.
For sending everyday text to your family and friends, or, writing a quick email, this tool is perfectly safe and super convenient. Just use a little common sense. You'll want to avoid saying things like your passwords or credit card numbers out loud, especially if you're in a public place with other people around. The absolute best way to learn something is just by doing it. So I have a small, easy challenge for you. Sometime later today, just try sending one short message using your voice. It could be something really simple, like thinking of you, or what's for dinner tonight. And I want to leave you with this thought. Your phone is supposed to be a tool to help you, to make your life a little bit easier, not harder. It might take a little bit of practice to get used to it, but you can absolutely do it. You've got this.